Good morning and welcome to Live in a Greenhouse on YouTube. If you're new here, this channel is about my journey to design, build, and then live in the first greenhouse enclosed tiny home in the United States. Last time, Mike and Nate started the cedar siding and the drywall finish crew taped and laid the first coat of mud. As I mentioned last time, I'm quite a few weeks behind making videos, so this one covers the last week of June. The weather is still mostly in the 60s, but the summer flowers have started to bloom in a few places on my property that were not disturbed by the construction. Basically about a 2-foot perimeter around the trailer and the path from the trailer to the parking area on the west side. This is making me impatient to begin planting inside the greenhouse. It's still raining at least a few times per week, so the rainwater tanks are full, but the pool and the ponds are not yet ready to fill. The liner for the lap pool will go under the metal siding on the north side of the house and then wrap around the east and west ends of the house and then be seamed with the liner for the ponds. The lap pool and ponds are unique to my project. They're not found in any of the other greenhouse enclosed homes in the world. I bring the pond design and build experience. Mike and Matt bring the construction experience, but even more, Matt brings the ability to translate from my sketches and hand waving into workable plans. Although this portion is challenging, it was also a pleasure working with such talented professionals. So stay tuned as we tackle two of the most complex designs of the entire project, attaching the pool liner to the house and meeting all the materials at the back deck. There's still more cedar siding to do while waiting for the metal to arrive. I'm glad some flowers survived, so I'll have seed to sow when construction is done. Metal siding comes in a variety of colors, and there are even differences in silver. This is the first time I'm seeing the actual color that I picked from a catalog. I hope it goes with the color of the cedar siding. I wanted to try out options for wrapping the pool liner around the corner of the deck and over the deck frame, so I used newspaper and scrap lumber to mock them up. Under the deck is a well with the door to the crawl space. This will be accessed by a portion of the deck will be a door on hydraulic lifts. There shouldn't be too much splash getting in and out of the pool, but this access well was built as exterior space with a concrete floor and drain, so it's not an issue if water splashes onto the deck and drips into the well. Look who came to visit. Dave is grinding off the sharp concrete where the forms met. Who would have thought a 5x3 deck would be so complex? Here they're figuring out framing for the section of the deck that will lift up for access to the crawl space. June 28th, so of course it poured rain. Time to put the metal on the north side of the house, meaning we couldn't put it off any longer. Time to figure out how to attach the pool liner and underlayment to the house and hide the edge under the trim. I've dug ponds and installed liner at a previous house, plus read the book and watched videos for these organic ponds. They're kind of difficult to explain with the liner crossing the threshold between the pool and pond at 2 feet from the bottom, but then there's a wall built on top of the liner to hold back the gravel that will be at the bottom of the ponds. It took a long time to explain the design concept in 3D, using the east pond as the baseline. Then we moved to the west pond with the additional details because of the deck and stepping in and out of the pool. Looking back at the video was really quite comical, with all the to and fro and hand waving. Then Matt worked out the construction details with Mike. The pool liner rubber is about $2,000, and each time it is handled raises the risk of a tear or puncture, so we want to get it into position without too much handling. Once the rubber is attached to the wall, there's no going back. Double checking its position north-south and east-west. vacuuming in preparation for priming. The drywall finish is excellent. I could not find a seam or a screw divot.
And I think we'll do the 5/4 decking or inch decking, eBay or whatever Tom is slinging right now. The top piece is going to grab the Conley that comes up and over, and then we can tack it down with it.
Each on 1.5 inches.
Yeah, 1.5 inch, or I was thinking 3/4, 1.5 inches would be easier because use a regular plate on it.
Yeah, we were able to fold this stuff over and then stick another piece on top and screw it down, and that locks that into place.
Mike attached the bottom channel to straps so it could attach above the liner instead of through it. And there you have it. A couple of the tasks we've been dreading went off without a hitch. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave any questions in the comments. I'll answer and maybe even cover the subject in a future video. And come back next time when the electrical service is finally turned on.